based on the information provided in this problem, we know that we are looking for a hyperbola. Now, what is the standard form for a hyperbola? Well, it's either going to be y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equals 1, or it's going to be y squared over b squared minus x squared over a squared equals 1. Remember, it depends on if we're on the y-axis, if we're on the x-axis. So the first thing that we need to figure out is which axis are we on? We notice that we don't have anything in any of our x positions, so that's going to tell me that we're on the y-axis. So that's our first mystery solved. So if that's the case, it's going to be the first equation and not the second equation. So I've got that. What's the center? Well, it doesn't tell me that there's anything added to it or taken away from it. And again, we said it's on the y-axis, so we have to assume then that the center is going to be at 0, 0. So it's going to be at the origin. Now once I have that, I need to know, okay, so I need a squared and I've got b squared. Well, do I know what a squared is? Sure I do. I've got my vertices, right? So I know that a equals 3 and a squared equals 9. And then, so if I want to go from the center to the focus, that's how many units? Well, that's going to be 5. So c is going to equal to 5, and c squared will equal to 25. So I just need to find b squared. So b squared equals c squared minus a squared. And I'm going to get 25 minus 9. So I'm going to get b squared equals 16. Now remember, we don't care what b actually is because we're just putting it in standard form. So we've got y squared over, I've got a squared, which is 9, minus x squared over b squared, which is 16, and that's always going to equal to 1.